Today's episode is Étienne Dolet, the Formulae Latinarum Locutionem Illustriorum. We're looking at the 6 lines, these 3 elegiac couplets, which serve as an address to the reader, ad eundem. Si gravis est nimium sumptus vel pondus iniquum, in magnis libris, en tibi parva paro. Parva quidem sed quae scripturo cuncta ministrent, est quibus ut tercis, tersa loqua resopus. Sic cicero, sic Caesar, sic sal lustius olim, sic libius scripsit, tu quoque sic loquere. Étienne Dolet, or Stephanus Doletus, was born in 1509 and died in 1546 in Paris at the hands of the Inquisition. He was a very learned man, and even dared to take on Erasmus in public debate about Latin style. So this is addressed ad eundem, to the same person, that is, to the reader, ad lectorem. And he begins like this: if gravis est nimium sumptus, if the cost, sumptus, is excessively heavy, gravis est, or perhaps the weight, pondus, meaning the weight of the work, the actual physical weight, is iniquum, is too much, is unbalanced, in large books, in magnis libris, then, he says, n. This is an interjection, often translated archaically as lo, or behold. It means look, something like that. Then look, tibi parva paro. I have prepared, or I am preparing, for you, small books, parva. Now, we don't want to take parva as referring to libros because parva is neuter, plural, and accusative. So it's a substantive, and we'd want to say a few small things like that. Just a few small things, because libris is masculine. He continues, parva quidem, indeed, or in fact, to be sure, yes, they are parva. They are small, my offerings are small, but, and now we have this relative clause, and yet notice that ministrant is subjunctive, because ministro is first conjugation, ministro, ministrare, and thus the presence of the e means that it is subjunctive. Now, these 2 lines here are somewhat difficult, but the main verb is est opus. Est opus means it is necessary, or there is a need, and it takes the ablative, thus quibus. But there is a need for those things, sed opus est quibus. There is a need for the kinds of things which will provide all the things that are necessary for the one who is about to write. So to look at this a different way, opus is the subject, est is the verb, it is necessary. There is a need of the kinds of things, quibus, and then this quae clause here is modifying quibus. The kinds of things which will provide all the things, cuncta is a synonym of omnia, all the things which serve the one who is about to write. Scripturo, masculine, singular, and dative, the indirect object of ministrant. So that, that's the ut, you may speak, you may say, tersa, elegant or refined, polished things, to tercis, elegant or refined or polished persons. Both of these are from tergeo, and they are perfect participles in different cases. Cicero once wrote like that. Caesar once wrote like that. Sallust once wrote that way. Livy thus wrote, scripsit. You also speak like that, sic loquere. This one imperative. A lovely poem at the beginning of his work.